Welcome to the Scripts and Scenes podcast, a show where we check out movies and TV series. In each episode, we will review a show or a movie that we have recently watched. It could be something old or something new. And at the end of each show, we will let you know where it falls on our rating scale. Cheers! It's a spooky season.
Spooky season. 'Tis the season.
Ominous October.
October. You can smell the fear.
Yeah. Episode 5. Welcome. Thank you.
Is it 5 already?
It's. Oh, I was looking at my alarm. No, it's 8:30.
I have lost track of time.
Yes, but it's the 5th episode.
The 5th episode.
Yes.
Look at us go.
It was. Let's see. Wow, it was a lot. We did a Disney rant.
We've done a Disney rant. That's where it all began.
Yep, with Mulan.
We did Mulan.
Fuck Mulan.
Let's go back.
We had a Super September.
Super September. Remember that? That was fun. I had fun.
You were there. You were there.
I was there.
You were there. You were right there.
I was there the whole time.
You.
I actually haven't left this seat at all.
Yeah.
For the entire.
What is it? You only exist for the sake of the podcast?
Yeah, as soon as the thing turns off, I actually, like a gargoyle, I turn to stone.
Yeah. That was the intro. What movie are we doing?
We are doing The Invitation, 2015 horror and suspense movie.
Found on Netflix, so if you have Netflix, if you pay a subscription.
Yeah, you know how Netflix works.
Yeah, you get a friend. You don't gotta pay. You get a friend to give you his code.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't pay for it.
I'm the guy at the end of that equation that pays for your Netflix.
So the movie that we are reviewing is The Invitation. So welcome, you're invited.
Oh, I'm invited?
Yes.
That's a first.
You were the first one here. My seat is really low, but you are really tall, so it's hard to keep up.
It bounces
with
out.
You. Let's see.
No, I haven't heard that before.
All right. So the way that Netflix and IMDb summarizes this movie is by saying that a man accepts an invitation to a dinner party hosted by his ex-wife, an unsettling affair that reopens old wounds and creates new tensions. Yeah, what I really like about this movie was that it was a good story. Mm-hmm. And
for sure.
For the budget that you told me, $1 million.
$1 million.
I mean, what we were saying in, it wasn't even last video, but the last video that I was editing, it's like, it doesn't take that much to make a movie.
Yeah.
You just need a couple dollars. $1 million, that's not a lot of money to conjure up.
A small loan going to the president.
Exactly. And after that, I mean, what? Like, a good script or actors?
Solid script in this flick.
Solid script. So to summarize this movie, we have our main character, Will. We have a creepy lady, Eden. And let me just grab my notes, and I'm just going to go off of this.
Of course the creepy lady's name is Eden, by the way.
Right.
You think it's a metaphor for her, like the Garden of Eden at all?
Yes, exactly. All right, so to summarize the invitation, it was good. I liked how everything came together at the end. You got to dive into the trauma, well, the main character and his ex-wife, Edna. With the help of flashbacks, good friends, and Gina, you got to find out what the real deal is with these weird-ass people from L.A. So it's not really that weird because they're from L.A., I guess, right?
It's a godless city.
It gives you a type of cultish vibe right from the beginning, from the killing of a coyote and to the eccentric ex-wife in a white dress, symbolizing a second marriage. I don't know, but the whole thing with the white dress is kind of just like weird.
Yeah, someone wears a white dress to a dinner party, one.
Yo,
it's a good moral to the story.
It was so like that type of movie where you don't know if he's crazy or if they're really crazy.
Yeah,
and
keeps you wondering.
And you're kind of like trying to convince yourself, like, well, this lady's in a white dress. She's already talking funny. She's getting upset when someone tells her that she's not depressed or something like that. You know, like
she slaps the dude.
Yeah, and then she ends up making out with him.
It's a crazy story, man.
You know what I'm saying? It's
a lot of twists and turns.
A lot of makeup sex. You know what I mean? In the form of
kissing.
For
sure.
Right? Foreplay.
Oh.
So Gina, for me, was the hero of this movie because without her, Will would have never been, hailed the hero that he was. Do you remember who Gina was?
Yeah, I remember Gina.
Okay.
What makes her that, or puts
the
her
hero?
on that level?
She took a shot, man. She took the shot.
At the end. Oh,
yeah.
Oh, she did. I'm telling you, party girls, man.
Yo, that's what I'm saying. You know,
she wanted to do
She wanted to do coke. You know what I'm saying?
Right, in LA.
She wanted to save She wanted to save the party from how weird and tense and how awkwardly cultish it was.
I mean, spoilers, right? She gives her life.
Yes, exactly. For the party. She was the life of the party.
Literally. When she died, the party died.
Yeah, right? Exactly. Everything was just went. There was a gun out of nowhere. Wait, what?
We're done.
I don't know who Tommy, Miguel, Ben, Claire. I forgot. There was pictures on here, but I could pull that up after.
Yeah, we'll do that in post.
Yes. So Will, you kind of get the sense where he's just you know that something is affecting him. You know, he's forcing himself to go to this party. You know what I mean?
It takes a lot of willpower, if you will.
Exactly. It's true. And he's faced with all these memories and going into a house that looks exactly the same, but now it's boarded up. It's kind of meant to keep everybody enclosed inside the house. And it's why do I have the feeling? Why do I sense the feeling that you don't want me to leave? You know,
exactly
that weird old bald guy. That was just weird. That crazy, creepy girl.
She's insane, right?
Yeah, she was crazy. But basically, to really summarize that movie super quickly, it's there's a couple that is trying to get everybody sold on an idea, on an internal paradise, so to speak. They're trying to. It's a cult movie. You know what I mean?
It's a cult classic.
They want you. It's not Marilyn Manson, the guy that took everybody to the fields and kind of all drank poison or something.
Jonestown, Jim Jones.
Yep. But yeah, it was weird, and everybody pretty much was drinking the Kool-Aid at that party. You know what I mean? The gay guys were like, oh man, I don't know, it kind of sounds nice. One of them was just like, I don't know. I kind of feel bad for the dude Will, because Gina's boyfriend Choi had called Will, left a message saying, oh, I'm gonna be there. I'm here already. I'm sorry. He was like, I'm here already. I had to leave to buy some he was there. He was asking Will if Will can grab some extra souvenirs
desserts or whatever, right?
Yes, and desserts. And Will was convinced no, they kidnapped him. They did this. They did that. And the next thing you know, Choi's at the door. At that point, everybody's like, he's bugging.
Will's done.
Will's the worst.
Will breaks down.
He does.
Point, right?
He apologizes. You know, he feels embarrassed for his new girlfriend, which is super supportive. But I honestly felt like everything, like you said, he had to have the willpower to kind of pull through that. And it was crazy how the new boyfriend, the new Will, was trying. David? Yep.
Check the notes, everyone.
Yep. How David, thank you. I just want to, give them their credit. But David was basically trying to just sell him, it's not Kool-Aid, I don't know what you're talking about, everything's good, everything's gravy, don't worry about this, worry about that. And then next thing you know, that old creepy dude, I think his name was Pruitt. Yeah.
Fucking Pruitt.
Pruitt was like, I killed my wife. And that right there,
what?
that shit was awkward. That was the most awkward.
How do you deal with that? How do you...
That's not casual conversation. Let's, instead of playing Never Have I Ever, let's play I Want. I want to forgive myself. I forgot what his reasoning was.
Yeah, it was I want to tell you about my wife.
Yeah, and it's why, bro? This girl wants to do coke. This guy is telling you about kissing, that guy or whatever. That Eden wanted to kiss that guy that she smacked.
Yeah.
And I think his name was Chris.
Yeah.
But it was one of those things where I was just like, man, this is too crazy. But I enjoyed it. It was a very I don't want to say deep movie, but it was a solid movie, and it was just there was just it was like if you had a ball of yarn and you didn't know where that string was, you wanted to get it re-raveled. You wanted to get that full ball of yarn kind of back intact. When you're there, you're going through the story, and then at the end you're like, oh my God, you think you're wrong, you think you're right, and it just keeps on convincing you, and then until the very end, you're just like, holy crap.
Oh my, it really explodes in the final 20 minutes. It's just the all of the tension that's being built up over this entire movie. It's what's going on? What's happening? Is he crazy? Are they normal? I mean, they're obviously not normal, but at the same time, I mean, I think she mentioned that the ex-wife, the reason they split up was because they lost a son.
Yep.
Right? They lost a son in a tragic accident and it puts strain on their marriage, so they break up.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, you know, the whole time, obviously, what the ex-wife, Eden, and David are doing throughout the entire party, it's unsettling.
Right.
But, you know, as an individual going to that party, who's one of their friends, gotta be like, well, I mean, she's coping with the loss of a child. I mean, that's an unbelievably traumatic experience.
Yep.
Who am I to judge?
Yep.
So they use that to give a lot of leeway to, like, how far can we push these people before, like, they leave. It's an awkward movie.
We're going to go ahead and do your research part.
Yes, we are. All right, so this movie, The Invitation, 2015, available on Netflix, was directed by a Karen Kusama. Now, first thing I'm going to know about this movie is it's very, 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 I guess indie. I'll have to say indie.
It's indie,
It's $1 million budget. Like, $1 million. Not $100 million. This isn't a big studio budget.
$100 million.
So there are a couple names that you may recognize from somewhere out there, but unless you're following the indie scene, a lot of the stuff is really not going to catch on, which is honestly kind of sad, because just based upon the performances in this movie.
But did you know that the main character was in Spider-Man?
I had that.
Yeah.
I had that. He was the Shocker.
Yes, it's shocking. Yo, how many times am I gonna say that freaking joke?
Right, George Lopez will haunt us because of that episode.
Lopez,
like just a dad.
See, all right.
See,
Okay, so.
But do you know who David is?
David,
the romantic rival.
He looks like if
you've seen him. You've
Jake
definitely seen him.
If Jake Gyllenhaal wasn't Mysterio,
he
would have been the perfect Mysterio.
He would have filled in.
But I don't know who.
You've definitely seen him.
What? Give me a hint.
Okay. Let's see here. He friend zones somebody in a TV show that you are a big fan of.
Oof, that's a lot of pressure.
Mm-hmm. He friend zones a knight.
Really?
You got it?
Yeah, it's Game of Thrones.
Dario Naharis.
Yeah!
He's
Dario.
I don't know. Like Dario, I don't know. I don't speak Dothraki, whatever the hell that language is.
There it is, right here.
There he is.
There he is.
There he is. 2015, he started off playing a, Mikhail Hussman, I think. I'm probably mispronouncing that. I'm not good with names. I spoke German last time, and I've already received hate mail from my German fans.
That's all right.
Cool.
You were passionate.
I was passionate.
You were passionate. That's all that matters. I know the truth.
But, yeah, so, moving on here. So that's probably what, okay, so those are the two big names here. Or besides from, John Carroll Lynch, who's the Pruitt, he obviously has a relatively large filmography, everything from Ted 2 to The Founder. Remember The Founder? Great movie. Maybe we'll do that at some point.
With Michael Keaton?
Yeah. He was one of the original McDonald brothers, so obviously a long...
he does have a long history.
Oh, yeah.
He's long filmography, like you said.
Biggest name in the movie. The director, Karen Kusama, other films. 2009.
Yeah.
Megan Fox.
Oof.
Jennifer's Body.
Oh shit!
You've seen that movie? Yeah.
I saw it just to see her body.
You saw like every other guy. Like, I'm just going to see this.
I'm here for the plot.
Yeah, I'm just here for the plot. I'm here for Jennifer's Body for the plot. Yeah.
Oh, she was a vampire.
That's so crazy.
She was sucking things. Nah, just kidding.
Oh. She was though. That was the whole plot of that movie. Let's see. The music was by Theodore Shapiro. Who also did the music on Jennifer's Body, so got some track work there with the director.
Ties.
All over the place as far as titles, though. Some notable entries: 2006, Idiocracy.
Oh shit! But that was in theaters,
big,
right?
Yeah, it was big.
He wrote the score.
Yeah.
Oh snap!
Along with 2007's Blades of Glory.
Oh, that was a great movie.
2008's Tropic Thunder.
Oh shit!
So like,
he's been around some good people. He's got connections to studios.
He's in.
Yeah.
But oh my, excuse me. Wow.
That unicorn's blood.
Yo, it's already having an effect. What's strange about this thing is though, like, a lot of these seem to be comedies, and this movie, like the soundtrack, just It was tense.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not sure if we can use any of it in this podcast because copyright.
Yeah.
But it was tense as hell.
It really was.
Like, you're just hanging on at every scene, not knowing what's going to come next.
Yep.
And it's not that jump scare type of text.
Exactly.
Like,
It holds you on. Like, you're
Exactly.
just like, you're stuck on it and you don't. I feel like it's one of those movies that when you're watching it, you feel like you have to stay on it because if you get your eyes off of it, you're gonna miss something.
Yeah.
And it just draws you in, it keeps you there.
Legitimately, I paused this movie every time. Like, I was trying to eat,
Yep.
and I couldn't because I had to, I have to look at the food so it gets in my mouth.
Yeah.
And, giggity. So I had to pause the movie to, eat my meal and then go back to the movie.
Yep. It's true. It's true because it was like a mystery murder type of thing at first, like the way that they set it up. You're like, all right. From the beginning, they kill the coyote, and you're already thinking like, all right,
yeah,
what's gonna happen? And then it's like, all right, he had to kill this. He had to put it out of his misery.
Exactly.
So for me, I'm always like that, thinker, and I'm just like, the whole plot of the movie is pretty much given to you within the first 5 minutes of the film. And that's what I think about every single movie. So if you don't pay attention in the first 5 minutes, the rest of the movie, you're kind of lost and clueless. You don't know where it's going to lead to. But to your point about the music, it was gripping. It was just like, oh my God. It was intense when it needed to be intense. And it was it was happy too because when he has his flashbacks with him and his son, it's
the mood shifts. You can definitely see that there was something there.
See, so you said $1 million for this movie?
$1 million. Most of it just went to the actors.
Yeah.
I mean, the set was obviously just a very expensive house in Los Angeles.
Exactly, but you got to give the actors props though.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? For everybody to divvy up $1 million.
Absolutely, and like I was saying too. I mean, it's a shame that you didn't see a whole lot of them popping up in a whole lot of other Main Street material because clearly they could hold their own.
Exactly.
This is a phenomenal script, and everybody involved threw their A game into it. I will say, unfortunately, the movie did not do so good at the box office. It only took back.
It went out in theaters?
Yeah, it went out in theaters. It was an indie scene.
Oh, so it's probably Sundance or something?
It was actually, Sundance Music Festival. Exactly. Its return was only $350,000, so it lost $650,000.
But still, though, it's still going to have that, once people, I feel like it's like that, I don't want to say it's a cult movie, but it's one of those movies where it won't catch on until later on.
Yeah, exactly.
You know
it's a Netflix streaming movie, and it's a perfect Netflix streaming movie. If you're on this October,
this is the one to watch.
If you want to see something that's genuinely creepy, there's no cheap jump scares in this movie.
He knows my level of scary. I don't mind watching a demonic possession. I don't mind watching try to scare me. I want to be scared, but sell me on the scare. This
being unsettled the entire time.
Exactly. And you're just on the edge of your seat. You want to be able to feel that sense of, I don't want to say sense of uncertainty, but I do, where it's you don't know what's going to happen, but you think you know because you've seen so many scary movies.
Exactly.
You watch this movie, you're going to be out of your way. You're going to be out of your chair. Let's talk about the set because that's the thing that I like about budget movies is you have to really focus on an area and it has to be massive enough for you to go from room to room to room and each room has to have a distinctive moment.
But it's small enough to remain intimate.
Exactly.
There's only one scene in this movie, the scene where they're driving and they have to kill the coyote, that does not take place in the house.
Exactly. Yes, it's true.
So you get the sense that you are in the house with these characters, and it adds to that that tension. Yeah. Because now you're. I mean, there's this part of the movie where they. And by the way, dude has a lock on the inside and locks the door from the inside. I will never trust a human who locks me into a place.
Exactly.
The lock's on the outside for a reason. I'm already in the house.
Exactly. There's no reason why. Oh, there was a fire down the. Why would this be any safer?
Right.
That makes no sense. Yeah, I feel like the lead up to everything was just all right, you're basically telling me there's something wrong. There's something creepy with this guy. I got to keep my eyes on this guy. But he's trying to play it cool. He's trying to be like a Jim Carrey from the 90s. Nah, man, you got this, man. I got you. Everything's cool. Don't worry about it. Everybody locks doors in Vegas.
David's just being upbeat and happy.
Yeah, everybody locks doors in Vegas. Yeah, blah, blah. And then it's just nah, man. Will was just I don't know. I don't want to say he was too cautious in the beginning, but he was definitely nah.
He was the right amount of cautious, I think.
Yeah, see? Okay.
Particularly because, you mentioned Pruitt, when Pruitt starts talking about Pruitt, who is John Carroll Lynch's character.
Yep.
when he starts talking about how he murdered his wife, and he's like, well, you know what, I paid my time, I went to prison, I've done this program, this new agey religion
rehabilitation
thing. Exactly, to get that part of me away, and I'm a new man, and I have to live with what I've done, but I can forgive myself.
Yeah.
And then one of the characters, I'm not sure if she lives or dies at all, because that's very ambiguous.
Which one? That lady, that girl.
The lady that gets up to leave. What is her name?
Oh,
It's not.
It's Claire. It's Claire.
Claire gets up and leaves.
Mariah Delfino.
She gets up and leaves, and Will's watching her leave because Pruitt has to
back his car
out to let her go. And I'm just thinking to myself, listen, I don't care how much forgiveness you've given yourself or how much jail time you've done. If one of my friends is walking to their car, I'm not letting you walk outside.
After just meeting you today and knowing what you just did.
Yeah, you're a murderer.
Exactly.
I'm walking my friend to my car.
There's no way that you're gonna be let loose or be free with that sort of time.
And
unless the laws are different over there, but still that still
doesn't matter to me.
David shouldn't. David shouldn't get mad at you for you trying to be cautious and be like a big brother to Claire.
Exactly. And at the end of the day, I guess we're kind of a little bit beyond the movie because it just bugged me because David's bringing on heat to Will about this. Hey, you're watching my friend, he's trying to do something. And it's he's outside alone with my friend walking to a car. He's admitted to murder. I'm sorry, I don't care how much time he's paid for.
Exactly.
I'm not trusting that.
Exactly. I'm still going to be here to be a protector. I don't care. It's one of those things where it's don't get mad at me for trying to do the right thing. You're basically trying to blame me for saying, oh, I don't really have a conscience because I don't forgive this guy.
Exactly.
I'm not the guy that needs to forgive this guy. This guy still needs to be, rehabilitated. Granted, after a certain time, that's a conversation that Pruitt should have with himself. You know what I'm saying? But not with a group of people that he just met. How is that going to make everybody feel good? I get it. Your whole cult is trying to be open and trying to practice openness and, be transparent. This ain't the time, bro.
This ain't the time. This is a dinner
bro.
party.
You know what I'm saying?
You're
chill.
a bunch of strangers. Chill.
But
chill with a capital C.
It was definitely, I forgot who said it, but, they were trying to be sold on something. You know what I mean? They were trying to get sold on this.
Selling something.
Honestly, I forgot who said it, but yeah.
I was just thinking, though, as far as... a strategy going in with so you have David, you have Pruitt, and you have Eden, who are all part, and Sadie.
Yep.
They're the four characters who are definitely part of this cult. I don't think they named the name of the cult at any point. They might have. I think they named it only not so much as what they're attempting to do.
Right.
How much?
Can we call it the Red Lanterns?
Yeah, we'll call them the Red Lanterns.
Yep.
And I'll tell you why. Watch the movie.
Yep.
But I was thinking to myself, how much of this was planned by them? Because is it a coincidence that he happens to park behind the girl who leaves? Did they know in advance? Because they talk about in the movie some characters she's very squeamish.
Yeah. And then how did he know that she drove a Prius?
Exactly.
That's what
exactly.
that
exactly.
Yes. Okay.
So did they tell him in advance? Did David and Eden tell Pruitt hey,
I think so.
This girl Claire, she's very squeamish. She's going to leave at some point. Park behind her car. That will make people unsettled. Maybe something will happen to Claire. Even if you don't get your chance to make something happen to Claire,
right.
David can then jump in and try to guilt trip Will into submission. Because ultimately what they need, spoilers, is for Will to pick up a glass and drink.
Yeah.
And if you guilt trip somebody, put them on the spot, that
breaks down that's like that icebreaker where it's all right, now I have to do a favor for you because I've embarrassed myself.
Exactly.
Something like that.
I might not trust you, but I feel guilty if I don't.
Exactly.
Right? So then I drink and...
let me see. What was I going to say? So... Because we're kind of going into a backbone theory of this whole movie, right?
Yeah.
So
I think that's what this movie invites, though.
Exactly. So my question is, do you think this movie cut off a lot of the script, or do you feel like it was already intended to have those questions within the script?
Oh yeah,
100%.
Absolutely. I think 100% this movie was how much of this is going to be up to coincidence. Because at the end of the movie, they reveal this is not only a plan, but this is a massive plan. The scope is far larger
than we think. Because at the end of the movie, you're just like, holy shit. That's why, like, for me, I saw the trailer, and it's funny because I was going to watch this movie a lot earlier in the month, but I got sidetracked because I had to do my notes on Freaks. Right? The last movie that we did for Super September.
Check it out. It's great.
And it's, whatchamacallit, I stumbled on Spy Kids 4. So I was cooking dinner and stuff. So I was like, there's a Spy Kids 4. I messaged you right away, and I was like, I'm watching this.
I like how Spy Kids 4 is like the drug that gets you off the
it was one of those, again, it was like, I know that I could watch this in the background and not really have to be focused on it, whereas with the invitation, I wanted to kind of like give it my full attention. Oh my God.
I was going to say, it's an invitation.
You're pretty much invited. You're invited. You're immediately invited once you press play. And in the beginning, it starts slow, but
it does.
It's like you're just generating power and energy. You know what I'm saying? You're just there, and then once the energy's going, you don't want to miss a beat. You just want to keep going and rolling and rolling. Let's take a quick break. Wow.
Are you starting a business and looking to build a website? Look no further than Squarespace. Squarespace has all the tools you need to bring your ideas to life. Easily manage your site anywhere from your phone, tablet, or computer. Using their award-winning templates, you can bring your vision to life and share it with everyone. Visit squarespace.com/partner10 and you will instantly receive 10% off your order.
Brand new segment we're doing today. Here's how it works. I'm gonna go through the list of these characters here. My compadre is gonna say first what comes to his mind. We'll bounce around with that, and at the end we'll give you our last words in the movie.
Exactly. So let's see. Go ahead.
Logan Marshall Green, aka Will.
Tom Hardy.
Dude, he's uncanny with Tom Hardy.
Bro.
The other movie another big movie he was in was actually Upgrade. And I legitimately thought that was Tom Hardy.
And it was this guy?
That was him.
Oh my God.
Insane,
My
right?
brain, hold on.
Brain trust not included.
What the fuck? What? Are you serious?
I'm 100%.
Oh shit.
When I lied to you, yes, the answer is yes, but not in this situation.
Yo, that's crazy. I honestly thought that it was Tom Hardy, but it's true, dude. When I was watching this movie, I was like, yo, is that Tom Hardy? Is that like his little brother or something? Like,
like little bro?
No.
For me, willpower.
Willpower?
I really think that's intentional that his name is Will, because he's the only one with the will to survive the evening. It's a little bit on the nose, but I like it.
It's true. It was a nice play on words and like on the character, like you said. All right, Eden.
Let's go with menacing.
Menacing.
The entire time she's doing her thing, like, you know something is off. You know she's just a little bit too happy. Like, and she cuts too strongly. Like, when she slaps that dude, like, comes out of
nowhere. Exactly. Like, she has anger. You know she has anger built up.
Anyone who would go from that happy to that aggressive that quickly, menacing.
Yeah. For me, Liv Tyler.
Liv Tyler?
Yep.
I didn't get the reference. I'm sorry. We have to do a segment.
Gotcha.
Within a segment. Segmentception. Oh.
Bro.
My God. You're right.
It's crazy, right? I have this disease where I just watch a lot of movies.
I don't believe it.
And
I can't believe you started a podcast about watching movies. That's crazy.
I know. It's crazy, right? Dude, like, literally, like, I was watching this movie and I was like, hold on. She literally looks like, in the movie, like, right here, like, doesn't. But with that white dress and everything, like, she has that, like, uncanny resemblance. Let me see. That's a little too far ahead. So, Kira.
Supportive.
Yes.
She had to do so much
of
Will's understandable shit. Will's got some baggage. It's understandable, but Kira
He lost a kid, and that's what I was going to say. I was going to say supportive or like that trusty sidekick. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously we're like spoiling it a little bit, but towards the end when she kind of saved his life, she was kicking ass. Like, she went from, like, she was scared to, like, I got to, like, fight or flight mode right now.
Exactly.
And what's this guy? The guy that plays Pruitt, John Carroll Lynch. He's a big dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like in this movie, I don't know if it's just the camera angle that's like showing him like super tall, but he's a huge dude. And that girl Kira, she's probably like 5'4" and he's like 6'4". You know what I'm saying? Like she definitely gave it to that dude.
Yeah.
But she's definitely supportive. That's what I would say for her. Let me see.
Who's next on our list?
We got Gina.
Gina.
You already know my hero. She's the hero.
Oh yeah.
She ripped off the bandage. She let everything go at that point. When she took that tip, she was the life of the party. She was chilling. She was having a great time.
At least up until she wasn't. All of a sudden.
Yeah, she had no pulse.
I'll go with Adventurer. Because she's up for the cocaine. All right, she's hanging around, just trying to have some fun. She's just trying to live.
Yeah, she's reliving her college days.
She's reliving her college days. She's doing a damn good job up until she dies. Yeah. But hey, what better metaphor for college?
Exactly. She was adventurous. That's how you live it. That's how you live the dream. Let's see. Mike Doyle. This was
very harder. He was more of a side character. I'm not gonna lie.
This guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was, but he was more like he was like a crutch kind of because he was trying to help. Well, he knew where he was coming from.
Yeah.
But he was definitely like a crutch where at the end he still pulled through. He was one of the survivors.
Yeah. I'll say chill.
Chill.
He's laid back. He's like, let's just drink some expensive wine. Have a good time.
Let's see. So Miguel. Sacrificial.
Blah.
Yo.
Yeah.
Sacrificial, but also like he kind of like threw Will under the bus with the whole pill thing.
What? Like,
you know what I'm saying?
I guess it's fair. Will was kind of snooping around the house. Not exactly like party guest material. I'll say comedian. He's trying to keep the mood light. True. I mean, it's hard because you got these like psychos, these cultists trying to like throw their nonsense in your face.
Yeah.
And he's just trying to, let's be chill, let's relax, let's do this, bro. We got this. We don't need to be all uppity until we are dead.
Exactly. All right, so let's see. We got Miguel and Jay. We got Ben. Ben, for some reason, I don't know why, I thought his name was Chris.
I thought it was Chris too.
Right?
That's crazy.
Oh, man. We should have been watching that movie.
Oh, bazinga.
I like Jay Larson's character, Ben, because he was kind of like the best friend that... he was always there. He was like the teddy bear, so to speak, you know?
That's a good... Yeah, I was going to say Pudgy.
Yeah. For me, he was more like Will's best friend.
Yeah.
But sure. I would say he was more of like the best friend of the group, so I would go with teddy bear for him. Mm-hmm. And then you went with Pudgy.
Pudgy.
Yeah.
Is the big Pudgy friendly guy.
Let's see. And then for her, I'll put sensible. You know what I mean? She was like...
Louise, right, Claire?
Yes.
Smart woman. Wow. Honestly, like people talk about murder. I mean, it's intense.
It's a lot to take in.
Yeah, I wanted to come here, drink some wine, and have laughs instead of talking about murder and like
murdering his wife. Like,
right? We have to watch a video of someone die. This is a lot. This is a lot to throw on somebody.
And like everybody knows that they're there because this ex-couple's kid had died. Why the hell are we gonna like bring that back up?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. Maybe after like 5 or 10 years, but it's been 2 years. It's been 2 years. I don't care. Fresh. Exactly. It's still the kid wasn't. It wasn't like an aborted kid. Like this kid was like. It was like 9 or 10 years old. He was playing baseball and all that stuff. He was
blowing out.
Dude, it was crazy. It was a lot. What did I say for my sensible? Yeah.
Sensible.
Yeah, she saw that shit. She saw that shit right away. She was like, "I'm good. I'm getting out of here." She drove a Prius. That's pretty sensible to me. You know what I mean? Environmentally friendly. Let me see. David.
Dario Naharis.
I would just say like devilish, like trying to be like a devil
schemer.
Yeah, pretty much manipulative schemer. I didn't really like him because he was just like trying to make you feel stupid for like, oh, who doesn't lock their doors from the inside? Like,
right? Like no one.
Like
no one does. Like, and if they do, they're weird. Stay away from
They're David. You know what I mean?
Don't go to his house for a dinner party.
See? What would you say? What would you say?
Schemer. He's a schemer. Yeah. He's playing. Oh, I'm friendly. I'm super nice and chill. Look at me. I got a V-neck and a beard.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You
Trust
can hang
me.
out. Bro, it's gonna be cool. Want some cocaine? I'm cool.
Right.
And what's do? He stabs you in the back. What's next? What we got here?
Let's see.
Was it the crazy one?
Sadie. Yeah.
Crazy. That's it. That's all. I can't
Yeah.
have anything else. Crazy.
She wanted to hit
insane.
on everybody. She
oh
was.
my god.
I thought she had like a thing with Pruitt. I thought she was like his girl, like his
Yeah.
wife or something.
She was everyone's.
She was
Or
everyone's.
She wanted to be everyone's.
Yeah. For me, she gave me the vibe that she was pretty much like the bait. You know what I'm saying? Like in the beginning, she'd be like, "Yeah, sleep with me." Like all the young, like all the immature people, like that they would kill or whatever. I feel like she would be the one to kind of like bait them in.
Yeah.
Oh, open my legs. Young kids on vacation, whatever. Oh yeah, sure. Crazy white lady, yeah.
Yeah, sure,
Bro.
crazy white lady. Let's do it.
Bro, like, wait, hold on. Wait a minute. What? Hold on. You want me to die? You want to stand over my body as I die? Like, that's a little creepy. And, you know what I mean? She was, I don't know, whatever she was doing in that room with, like, her mouth and shit, like, making exercises. I don't know what she was trying to fit in there, but.
She's just nuts. She's this nuts lady who's there to make everyone
Nuts.
feel unsettled. She's there and she's part of the game that I was talking about earlier.
Mm-hmm.
She's trying to make everyone unsettled and uncomfortable. John Carroll Lynch Pruitt.
I would say for me, once I saw this guy, I was just like A-lister. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like in my mind, I was like, he's not cheap, right?
Yeah, that's probably where the money went to.
Probably, you know. But at the same time, like, I like how, like, don't get me wrong, when this is just not about him, but, like, I like it when well-known actors participate in indie films because it gives the directors or the writers, like, more juice to go off of. You know what I mean? It kind of propels them to be like, all right, I got to keep this, project afloat. I got to make sure everybody's happy, but at the same time, I got to make sure it's a great story so that way they stick around. And next time I write a movie, I could call on these people. However, this man right here creeped you the fuck out.
Yeah.
Like, when he told you that he killed his wife and he got out and he's rehabilitated, nah, I don't believe that shit, bro. That shit was crazy. It creeped everybody out. It creeped out my girl, Claire, played by Maria Delfino.
Smart.
And I was just like, bro, get your ass out of there. Like, she was like, I'm good. Everybody's trying to convince her, no, stay. I do not want to be in a house where a man just killed his wife.
Yeah. Who
Chill.
I don't know. There's a murderer who I don't know. I don't want to be with him.
He drinks diet. That's what comes to my mind when I think about Pruitt.
He drinks diet?
He drinks diet. That's all he was saying the whole time in the movie. Where's the diet?
Right.
Where's the diet? He's
Sketchy. I'm going with intimidating.
intimidated.
Like throughout a lot of scenes he's in, like when he's telling the story about his wife,
Yeah.
he's walking around the characters. Like everyone else talks to them, he walks around them like he's hunting. Like
He's trying to see something.
Yeah, it's a compelling performance too. I mean, there's even one shot in the movie where Pruitt is right behind Will, and he's got his arms crossed, and like his arms meet where Will's head is, and I'm looking at that, and it's like it looks like he's strangling Will, like in that shot composition, and it's really like he's overbearing, he's more powerful than these people.
Yeah.
He's probably he's willing to kill, but easily. I mean, as soon as interesting scene too when Gina drinks and no one else drinks because Will saved them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, what's his face? David takes out a gun and starts shooting them.
Mm-hmm.
Pruitt takes the gun from them, and
David,
there's a moment where, like, from the point of view of the characters, is he taking the gun away from them to like
protect them?
and then he turns it on them because the reason he's taking the gun, he's basically saying to David, I already have a murder on my soul.
Mm-hmm.
Don't put that on you.
Yeah.
I'll take care of it. This needs to be done.
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom. And it's terrifying because you just know that he doesn't give a shit about killing these people.
Exactly. What did you think about that? Like, it was kind of weird to me to be like, all right, everybody wanted to just off themselves. Like, everybody's going to commit suicide. But then this guy just came out the cut and was just...
Hey, it's a cult, man.
And you could just see Eden with her white dress, and she was just ready to just be like the...
Be at peace.
Be at peace, but like the gatekeeper. Like, I'm the one that holds your internal slumber, your internal rest, like, through me.
This. Mm-hmm.
I was like, bro, what? And then when she got shot, you know, she knew at that point, like, she was like, I don't want it to be this way. Or when all that commotion started happening, she didn't want it to be that way. So I was kind of just like, all right, she has a heart. Mm-hmm. But yeah, let's see. Let's break into another ad. Let's do...
Oh, last words for the movie.
Yes.
What's your last word?
Oh, last word for the movie?
Yeah. Fine. What do you think?
Damn.
Is that? Because I'll submit just damn.
I would say, because it was a heavy, I would say heavy hitter.
Heavy hitter?
Heavy hitter.
Heavy hitter, damn.
Yeah, heavy hitter, damn. Damn, it's a heavy hitter.
Are you tired of searching through Amazon and other big box stores for ethical and eco-friendly products? Find all you need and more at the eco-friendly online marketplace, Earth Hero. They have a huge collection of clothes, personal care items, kitchenware, and so much more. The best part is that these products are made with the earth in mind. You can pick from products that are sourced, manufactured, and shipped in a way that protects our planet's future. Earth Hero has done the work so that you don't have to. Do yourself and the earth a favor. Go to earthhero.com and use promo code Joel10 for 10% off your order. Again, that's Joel10, Joel10 at earthhero.com.
This movie, great movie, had a little twist at the end. One could say it tricked me. But Halloween, it's not just about the tricks. It's about the treats.
Yes.
And as I understand it, you got a great treat for our listeners today.
Squarespace has all the tools you need to bring your ideas to life and share those ideas with the world. Make sure that you check out our promo ad for Squarespace right here and check out that link so that way you can save 10% off your order.
Are you starting a business and looking to build a website? Look no further than Squarespace. Squarespace has all the tools you need to bring your ideas to life. Easily manage your site anywhere from your phone, tablet, or computer. Using their award-winning templates, you can bring your vision to life and share it with everyone. Visit squarespace.com/partner10 and you will instantly receive 10% off your order.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for one of our favorite segments here.
The best. Frame it.
Frame it. We're going to pick a frame at random, and we are going to talk about it because, frame it. It's clever, isn't it? I thought it was clever.
That's great, yeah. It's pretty awesome.
Minute 22.
Okay. Not bad. All right. So like my co-host said, this is where we take a frame of the movie and we discuss it out of context and then within context. And we print it out, we sign it, and we give it to one lucky viewer,
One loyal
commenter.
fan.
Yes, a loyal fan. Just
Of which we have many.
I mean, we still have 40 views on that video.
40 views. I know you're out there, 40 people.
So it's a minute and 1 second. So should we just add that onto this?
Let's do it.
So 23 minutes and 1 second.
23 minutes and 1 second. Let's
Where
pull
does
up
that bring us?
fancy Netflix.
We could leave it there.
I think so. I think that gets us.
Right,
to
that's
this one.
23 and 2 seconds. All right. So
Damn, that's a good summary of the movie, though.
oof, the invitation.
Just
so
ominous as hell.
what we're seeing right now, we have. Let me see. We have Will, the main character, going into.
A hallway?
He's in the hallway. No, he's going into a room. Or is he getting out of a room? Agree to disagree. Into a hallway, out the room, whatever.
Could be a ghost. If we're going out of context, I mean, if you just imagine just opening the door to your hallway and seeing that, like, oh, that's horrifying.
Yeah, you don't know if he's walking in or out.
Yeah, is he facing forward, backward? There's ambiguity there.
Is he leaving with something that he took from my room, or is he coming in to take something? Is he going to take me? I don't know. It's difficult. It's difficult to tell.
This is what I'm talking about with this movie. These little tight, intimate shots that just you feel. I mean, there's barely anything is lit right here. It's just this small section of screen, and he's just stuck in it, and we feel trapped in it with him.
Exactly. And that's the thing. Like, it's so. I don't want to say dark, but it is a shot where it's intended to be dark, but it's also intended to be mysterious because it's the beginning of the movie. At this point, let me see. You get to meet some of the characters, some of the reasons why they're there, but at the same time, you don't know what's the whole reasoning for him to be so like weirded out. You know, why does he feel so this trauma? What is his trauma? Why is everything so awkward for him?
Right. It's hard to see if he's facing which direction he's moving in this lighting too.
Yeah.
Like he could be coming towards you, he could be walking away from you. You get a real sense of ambiguity.
Exactly, which is always good to have in a horror movie.
For sure.
Yeah. I think this is a really great mark. To be honest, I'll just write that on my phone. Let me see. Actually,
Comment, say you want a picture. If you're lucky, we'll send one over to you, autographed and everything. Frame it. You'll love it. It'll be a party piece. You can tell your friends about how you're on an internationally recognized program.
Yep.
Be amazing.
Once in a lifetime opportunity.
Once or many times. We're going to do this every segment, so there's a lot of them. You could, honestly, if you're just the one guy who's spamming it, you could get a whole collection.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like, if you're that one collector fan, like, wow, like, we appreciate you, but also we are so creeped out with you. But we appreciate you, I think.
Yeah, we're like the Yu-Gi-Oh! We're the Egyptian god cards of your life, essentially.
Oof, yeah. So, with that being said, I think we should hop into
our next segment.
Yes, the Deadpool rating. Let's see.
Now, my friend.
Here. Oh, what was that?
I've always gone first.
Hold on. Your camera was moved.
Oh, no. What's going on? Are we safe? We're talking too much shit about demons earlier.
Where did it go? Let me see. Bring to front. Whoa.
Hey, it's me, but just my eyes. Beautiful. Majestic. Magnificent.
There he is.
Radiant.
All right. So, yeah. So, Deadpool.
So, I've always gone first for our past several ratings. I would like to see you go first this time.
Me? You want me to go first?
Let's
look at this camera.
Okay. I would like to see what you think of this movie.
Okay. So, for me, let's see if that's a good shot for Deadpool. Yeah, that's good.
I think that's a perfect shot.
Actually, hold on.
Oh, no. We're holding on.
Actually, I'm going to stop it. Salem to around Halloween, so it's pretty cool, though, that nothing happened.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's look at this camera.
Right.
So
we want the Deadpool.
Yeah, so we got the Deadpool. The Deadpool. Mr. Wilson is here with us. He got the thumbs up and everything. For my Deadpool rating, let's see. I thought about this like all day today.
Okay.
Because this is the part of the show that kind of it brings it all together, so to speak,
this
right?
Is the coup de grace.
Are you ready?
I was born ready. Oh my gosh!
First time ever.
5 out of 5 Deadpools.
5.
What? Oh my God.
5. All right. Yes. I know the look that you're giving me right now is like it's.
Well, I'm amazed.
Yes. This movie was perfect for me.
Okay. Beginning to end.
Mysterious.
It was that.
It was mysterious. It was drawing, and I gotta give 5 reasons. It was mysterious. It was drawing. I would say drawing and luring are kind of like the same thing.
Sure,
it was suspenseful.
I was suspended all the time.
It was. They went there. It was daring because
daring,
and it was also like, oh my God, like it made you question your position in the film.
Yeah, this is true.
You know what I'm saying? Because you think you know what's going on, but you don't.
You never do.
You think that the people that are bad are good people and they're actually trying to help other people. They're really not. But then it just gets untangled, and then once this movie like comes out and shows you its true self, it's kind of just like, holy shit. Like honestly, like I can't. Like it was such a great movie, and you know me. You know what I'm saying? Like you're just like, all right, we're gonna do scary movies. Watch this. Have you seen this? Nope. Okay, watch that.
Watch this.
And you knew.
Assignment.
Oh my God, it was a great film. I will watch it again, to be honest.
Absolutely.
And it's a 5 for me. You know what I'm saying? So I would love to have somebody. I would love to get somebody to watch it, and I would watch the whole thing all over again. Like it's that great for me.
Amazing.
That's my Deadpool rating. How about for you?
Transitioning into me.
Yes.
Let's do this.
Oof. A 4.
Throwing some shade with 4 out of 5 Deadpools.
Not bad.
Now listen, I'd love to go into the detail on why it was a 4 out of 5, but glad V Hater got another segment going on.
Yes.
Explain my position far better there than I can here. So for now, let's just say almost perfect. Almost.
So, for me, this was the perfect scary movie. And the reason why I liked the fact that it wasn't so gory and, you know, I don't want to say bloody, but just gory. It was because it was straight to the point. It was the story that got you. It was like, all right, what's the reason for me being invited here? It was because they were going to kill you. They were going to kill everybody that came and accepted that invitation. They don't care that this guy that Ben has his kids and his wife is babysitting them and the sex is great. They don't care about none of that. They care about Ben offing himself. Why? Because they thought if I off myself with my friends, I'm off to a good place or I'll be okay. That for me is scary. You know what I mean? Just the thought of that is scary. You know what I'm saying? I like the fact that it was a clean horror movie. The fact that it was only $1 million, it just opened up my mind to the idea of how much horror you could bring with such a low budget. A lot. I gave this movie a 5. I am glad that this movie was something that I saw, especially for Halloween, and it's something that I'm gonna, have like in my back pocket. Like, all right, I can always go back to that. And it was a good movie. I liked how everything played out. That's why I gave it the rating that I gave it, and I'm glad that it was clean. Mind you, there was blood and it was gory towards the end. It was very intense, like for the last 20 minutes of the film. But it was the perfect amount of build-up for that whole release. And I think the writers did well, the directors did well. Everyone that was participating in this film did a great job. And, that's my part for Glad V Hater. And we'll see you on the next one.
Alright guys, so I mentioned in the Deadpool review that this movie was not perfect for me. And as you can tell, tonight I'm going to lay on some hate. Now I want to go on beforehand on the record and say that this movie, it was hard for me to find something to hate. This was a difficult thing for me to do. But for you guys, for these costumes, I put in the effort, and here's my 2 cents on the issue. Look, the whole movie is suspenseful. From beginning to end, you just feel the tension rise. We've talked about it non-stop, about the build, the stress, and the final release. I mean, call me old-fashioned, but when I have a release in a horror movie, I want there to be blood galore. I want sadism. I want decapitations. I want annihilations. I want the whole 9 yards. And I felt like it held back. And I don't want it to hold back. If it just stepped out for those final few moments of pure terror to see visceral carnage, this would have gotten the 5 out of 5 Deadpools. But alas, all things need a hater, and I am here to hate. That is all.
This has been the Scripts and Scenes podcast. We hope you've enjoyed our show. We look forward to having you join us for our future reviews. If you've enjoyed this show, please subscribe and leave a review using your favorite podcasting app. We will be putting out videos every Friday. See you then.
I love you, Mommy. I love you, bitch.